Salad. This is Tommy Vance on the BBC World Service from London. Welcome once again to Rock Salad, the heaviest show on any frequency. Good to be with you once again. This show is rap meets rock. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Run DMC, Rage Against the Machine, the Rollins Band, and Anthrax with Chuck D. But we start with a rap anthem. Fight for Your Right to Party with the Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys, and you gotta fight for your right to party. Excellent track, a great lyric. It's a rock rap anthem from their million-selling album. Came out back in 1986. It was called License to Ill. Mike D, Ad Rock and MCA, originally from New York City, but they've relocated to Los Angeles, where they now have a purpose-built studio. And the Beastie Boys were actually a rock band before they switched to rap style. They still play the drums and the guitars on their records now. They are the group who really introduced rap to a rock audience, helped by the production skills of Rick Rubin, who also co-wrote the track and played the guitar on it. Excellent. This is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Absolutely. A really exciting band live. Give It Away by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Band from California. They mix funk and rap and rock. And that track is taken from their last album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, once again produced by Rick Rubin. It's an album that stayed in the world's rock charts for over 2 years. The guys originally came together in 1979 to play the LA punk club scene under the name of Anthem. Then they fell apart, coming together again in 1984 as the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, of course, they're massive worldwide. This is Run DMC.
Inconceivable, unbelievable, grammar like a hammer, information receivable.
Run DMC, the track Tougher Than Leather. It's the title track from their 1988 album. Run DMC were another of the first rap groups to take rock influences into their music. Their collaboration with Aerosmith on the track Walk This Way was a worldwide hit. The one that proved that rockers and rappers had common ground. And that track was so brilliantly played, I'd like to play it again. But I haven't got time right now. If you've any ideas about our final program, in other words, what would you like me to play, then you have to let me know. I'm Tommy Vance, and my address is Rock Salad, BBC World Service, Bush House in London. The address again, Tommy Vance, Rock Salad, BBC World Service, Bush House in London. The choice is down to you. Don't be fooled by the way that this track starts. It gets there, it rages against the machine. Rage Against the Machine. The track is Settle for Nothing. They are one of the very best new bands who mix rock and rap and a bit of jazz. Undoubtedly helped by the really superb guitar playing of Tom Morello. That's from their debut album, simply called by their name. It caused an instant impact when it was released last year. The band Rage Against the Machine come from Los Angeles, and they really do understand the worth of dynamics in delivery. They control the tension. And that's it for this edition of Rock Salad, which I trust you've enjoyed wherever you happen to be. Next week we have L7, Sass Jordan, Heart, and many, many more rock goddesses. Till then, this is Tommy Vance in London, inviting you to rock on. Well, hello there. This is Tommy Vance on the BBC World Service from London. It's the final countdown, the last in this series of Rock Salad. We continue the tradition. The last show is an all-request program. If you wrote in, it might be your choice. If not, believe me, the music won't disappoint you. Request number 1 is from John Donage of Andhra Pradesh in India. Dear Tommy, I'm a great fan of hard rock bands Def Leppard, Iron Maiden, and John Bon Jovi. I like these bands very much, but my favorite band is Guns N' Roses. So could you play me Welcome to the Jungle? I'll be delighted to hear it. I can see your grin from here. Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses from their massively successful 1987 album, Appetite for Destruction. That was the request of John Donage of Andhra Pradesh in India. John, excellent choice. Okay, request number 2 comes on a postcard that shows me a fine view of Lake Yamdor Tzu in Lhasa in Tibet. It does not come from a Tibetan. It comes from a guy that says travel in Tibet is very hard work. His name is Greg Christiansen. He's an Australian, but we'll forgive him for that. With the late Bon Scott on vocals, the great Australian band AC/DC, still amongst the best rock bands ever. 1976, that track. It was from the album High Voltage. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. If you're wondering about the use of the bagpipes on that track, well, Bon Scott and the Young Brothers were actually born in Scotland and were taken to Australia at a very young age. That was for an Australian by the name of Greg Christiansen, who's in Lhasa in Tibet. Enjoy your climbing, Greg. On to request number 3 that comes from Andy Digby in Saudi Arabia. Andy writes, my input for the final program of this series has got to be a selection from Bon Jovi with their classic track, If I Was Your Mother, taken off the brilliant CD Keep the Faith. Andy, let me tell you that Bon Jovi agrees with you. When I spoke to him about the album, he said, this is great. And is studying at the Technic University of Construction and Architecture. In her free time, she says, I like to read the best writers. I like to read Stephen King, Harry Harrison, Conan Doyle, and Edgar Poe. Who says rock fans aren't intelligent? And that was the final edition of Rock Salad for this series. Thank you very much indeed for listening to the programs. Now, to everybody who wrote to me, it's very appreciated. And just before I disappear, let me credit producer Nick Reynolds. Nick Reynolds, Rock Salad would never be served up. Thank you, Nick. I'm Tommy Vance in London. Till next time we meet, rock on.